All right. What the hell's going on? Happy Monday, everybody. It is Monday motivation. I'm loving these 10 minutes together because it actually fires me up to have the best Monday of my life. And over the weekend, a lot of mayhem for me, a lot of craziness. I was in Manhattan. I flew back and landed last night about 11 o'clock, got home, got the kids to bed, and a couple hours of sleep. So I need this motivation for my Monday so I can crush it. And I hope you feel this exact same way. Mortgage is a golden opportunity. The good news is that he or she who can get the customer first wins and can turn their business into gold. Irreplaceable value right now. I believe that with the way this market's going, we're absolutely living in the best times we ever could live in to be an originator. But will we capture it? It's like living back in California back in the old school days when gold's just a couple miles away and you don't mine it. So are you mining gold? I will show you what that means today. So what is the definition of a golden opportunity? It's actually a British word. It means a chance to do something that is likely to be successful and rewarding. So a golden opportunity, by definition, is something that is successful and rewarding. But it starts with a chance. It's not a promise or a guarantee. It's an opportunity. So in mortgage, the reason why that's golden is because we get to both help people and make money. That's why it's successful and rewarding. We get to close deals, put people into homes, or restructure debts, and get paid pretty damn well to do it. What other thing could you do in your life? Closing a $500,000 mortgage that might take 30 minutes of your time or an hour of your time. You can make 5 to 7 grand. It's not that easy in life. In mortgage, if you're sitting in this seat or on this call, you're probably an expert. You probably didn't start just yesterday. So realize closing one deal, making 5, 10, 15, 20,000 in commissions, that's a golden opportunity. But are you really realizing that and taking advantage of it? Let's talk about why it's golden now. Well, the internet allows us to scale our mission and to scale our message. Your value can be seen and read and heard at scale. That's what it's all about. It pushes all people down to the bottom. Look, in the end of this, as this plays out in 5 and 10 years, price is going to be equal for everybody. And all you'll have left is your own personal brand. So your ability to stay on top of mind right now is like no generation before us. When you started back in this game, I know I did, internet wasn't a part of my business. I was back in 2004. It was transboxing files and mailing packages to investors. The only deals you got were deals that called you back on an offering or a mail piece, or that an agent referred to you, or family or friends. That was it. We couldn't scale the business like we can scale it now, but we can. So if you realize the opportunity is golden because your platform is so enormous, then you can actually take action. If you truly want to be golden, you must have a very unique value proposition. Be motivated right now, because if you can have this value proposition, you will stand out. It's all about being different and distinct from your peers. So the 3 things that I want to make sure we're taking on as our unique value is a local expert, long-term service, and to be easily accessible. If you can master those things at scale, your business will turn into gold. So being a local expert, and the great part about these calls is, look, I'm helping you guys on your business, and mine is right behind me. So I love Mondays because I can get my game done and I can close my deals too, while helping you all. So local expert, long-term service, and easily accessible. That means I know my market, I know my agents, I know my community. I am deeply rooted in people that refer me business. Long-term service means I'm going to manage your debt for life. Last Wednesday's call that we had, I got enormous feedback, great feedback from you all, because you realize that the way I manage my business is, look, I'm going to help you, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, with at least 10 loans and possibly 20 or 30 loans. I'm going to help you retire and create value for your family. That's long-term service. And easily accessible is, I put out a quick little video this morning on Instagram about getting in the office. I had about 50, 60 replies. That's easily accessible. People that need your help can find you with a tweet or a direct message or a response 24 hours a day. That's why the internet is such a great tool, is it allows you to put your message out there where it's easily accessible. But will you capture it? Let's talk about how we capitalize, how we capture it. Number one, what you do every single day is actually interesting. Right now, after I finish this call, I'm gonna get back on the horn and I'm gonna spend 3 hours of my day on my green time, getting business in the door. That's interesting. Reality TV is interesting. So what we do on a day-to-day basis, we speak to clients, we meet with agents, we manage our teams, we give people keys to homes, and we restructure debt. All the things that you do that you think are a part of your day, you have to let people see what you do. If a client's gonna work with you and they can see how you work with others, that's vision at scale. So I'm gonna make it a mission to show more about my day, to record more content about what I do on a day-to-day basis. So when I finish a great call, I'm gonna say, hey Instagram, this is Ben. I just talked to Mrs. Jones today. She's about to buy a home. I'm excited to have her in contract. She closes in 30 days. Mrs. Jones, congratulations. Tag her with that and see that everyone in her network can see how you're helping her. That's business at scale. That's why you all have a brand manager to help you put these tools into practice. If you help a client, post you help the client, then tag the client. That's getting your business out there where the world can see you. You don't have to be braggadocious and say, look how great I am. I'm the best loan officer in my town. Or, hey, open house is going great. Come see me. No one cares about that fake fortitude. They want to have you show the truth about what you do on a day-to-day basis. And that's why it's gold. And the internet lets us scale. Let's dig into that. Why is this representation gold today? So just like other startups, other ventures, we are first to market. Although you all might think that, look, I'm 50, I'm 60, I'm 30, I'm 40. This social media thing is not what I've done forever. Well, no one's really done it that well yet. That's why in our space, in real estate and in mortgage, we are actually first to market in technology and using social media. No one's doing it that well yet. So that's why there's a window of a golden opportunity. So why is it gold? Just like the gold rush and the dot-com boom and the housing boom before it burst. Now it's our turn. It's our boom. It's our turn to be the leading economic expert. So why? Why is it a boom right now? Well, I think rates are extremely low. You have values at an all-time high. You have independent ability because you're an independent originator. Most banks and corporations aren't advertising or putting their messages out through social media. It's up to the independent LO or broker to do it. And most of your peers aren't going to do it. They aren't going to post on their story 5 to 6 times a day about their day. That's my mission and message to you today, is to start posting on your Instagram story a few times a day. Do you realize that when you post on your story, that everybody following you, you show up in the top of their story as a recent post? If you don't post on your Instagram story, you don't pop up, you're irrelevant. But the more you put on your story about what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, the more people that are following you are going to be seen. Let's unpack that for a second. It's so simple, people don't really realize how simple, easy it is. I guarantee if you look at your followers right now, those who've been doing the due diligence with us, you probably have 300 to 400 realtors following you, several hundred, if not thousands of clients following you. If you start to post on your story the things that you do to help other people, remember the golden opportunity is to help people find homeownership. So if you can post on your story different things about helping homeownership, I'll give you an example. This is my office right here. I'm on the phone. Hey Sarah, guess what? You're gonna close in about 5 days. Everything's going great. Congratulations, you're gonna be a homeowner. I'm so happy to help you and your husband. Get out your phone. This is how long it takes. Just help Sarah and her husband. They're 5 days from closing. It was tough because they didn't get qualified in the beginning. We ended up getting a co-signer and got it all to work, and we're gonna close on time. And that's what I do. I'm an expert, I'm local. My clients will always close on time because I'm in it to win it. They call me on the weekend, I answer the phone. So Sarah, congratulations, you're a homeowner. God bless you. Click. That's it. That's all that it took. And now every single person following me can see that. And if I post that throughout the day, 5 or 6 or 7 times, everybody following me is going to start paying attention. What did you just do? You just gave people top of mind presence. That's why it's gold, is because no one else is doing that right now. In about a year or 2 or 3 or 4, maybe in 12 months, maybe in 6 months, Instagram might start charging you to post on your story. What if they do? What if every post was $1? All of a sudden, your competition is not going to post because it's too rich for their blood. But you've gotten a year or 2 of free posting. Posting on your story is free, and everyone that's following you wants to see what you're doing. So that's why this is a boom. It's because we are independent, and most of our peers aren't going to do it. This last week, I was in New York on Friday. I did 10 podcasts in 10 hours. One of my podcast hosts was Iris Chen. She was Gary Vee's personal videographer for almost 2 years. Personal. Like with him for 12 hours a day. Like my team's with me, with him every single day. How did she get that job? Well, Gary Vee posted on his social media, I'm looking for a good videographer. Send me your very best work and I'll see who's out there who I can hire. She made a great video and she tagged him and she posted it on his Twitter. He liked her work. He said, hey, come out here and work for me. I'll give you an internship. 3 months later, she started getting paid. The moral of the story is they connected through social media. She has left him and now she made her own company where she builds personal brands and she is killing it. And I had a chance to interview her on my podcast, and it's about taking a chance and trying things that are new. And that's why you can strike gold. And she connected with Gary Vee on social media. Now she has a huge following because she took a chance. So one quote she talked about in our podcast was, deflect the noise around you and focus on your goal, which is being independent. Don't fear starting. Many of you fear this social media thing. Don't fear starting. Adversity will help you put you in the right mindset. Even if you fail, you tried. You can live with the consequences. Life is too short and it must be lived. You only have one life. So maximize on the potential that you have and just go for it. Another quote that I had is from a guy that I was on my podcast that has bought and sold 4 companies. And he had cancer and he survived. And he told me, look, I said in context, how are you doing? Are you living your life like it's the last day? He goes, no. He goes, let me correct what you think right now. You only die once, but you live every single day. So how are you going to live? How are you going to live a legacy with this golden opportunity you have to build your brand? Because by the end of 2020, my gold prediction is that the way we get business from agents is not going to be as popular or easy as it is right now. Your referral partners are struggling. It's your responsibility to get to the top of the sales funnel and get 1 customer per day following you through your online presence. If you can get 1 customer per day, you're striking gold. And if you knew you were sitting on a gold mine, how would you act? The internet and social media is a gold mine, so be positive. The mortgage business is the most positive, productive, wealthiest business I could think of for the work that we do. We sit in chairs, we wear comfortable clothing, we bang the phones, we bring in a deal, we make thousands of dollars. How great is that? Don't be negative, be positive, and realize that you're living on gold. So my takeaway today, start documenting your day. As you go through things that matter to people, start documenting things that matter. When you strike an emotional connection with somebody, document that. And say, hey, I just had an emotional connection with a buyer. Her name is Sally. She thought she had to put down 20%, but I told her all you have to put down is 5%, and she was elated. So if you're confused about putting down 20% and you want to put down 5%, hit me up. If not, take that message, that education, and apply it towards your life. Thank you, over and out. That's an example. So go through your day and make great examples and document and post and share your story, because that's why people will start paying attention, because attention is the single greatest asset we all have and need to go forward. You're sitting on gold, now go out there and mine it. Let's go crush it. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. We had a ton of fun shooting it. We've got a lot more content like it coming out, so stay tuned. If you're a loan officer or realtor and want my team to handle your social media, click on the button below.